Hello, Jennifer from Aster Anne with you today, and today I am really excited to show you what we're going to be doing today with our zipper purse. So if you're not familiar with our zipper purse, it is a fabulous little design. It comes with the zipper already pre-inserted and it makes life super easy. It's got a pocket that we stitch on the outside. So I'm going to open this up and we'll have a look at the pieces. So our zipper purse comes like this. So look at that, one zipper already done. We have a pocket that we can stitch on as well after we've embellished, and we also have some pins and needles. So I'm planning on embellishing this zipper purse today with some of these beautiful ribbons from Renaissance Ribbons, and these are a couple of packets that are called Untamed by Tula Pink, which are just so yummy. I'm deciding which one I'm going to do first, so we're going to do one of those. And I also have a fabulous new product that's called an instant applique. So we're going to apply this onto our zipper purse, and then we're going to pop the ribbons on and then stitch them down. So to use this instant applique product, this side's sticky, so it's sticky on both sides. I'm going to pop our zipper purse on here and then cut the excess away. So you can see it is repositionable. Yep. And there, and trim that excess away. And then once we peel off the backing paper, we will have another self-adhesive, a sticky side as well. We'll do one side, and we'll do this side. And we'll just cut this other side away. And we'll get rid of that stickiness. And we'll also do some for our pocket. This does wash away, so we don't have to be super precise with the edges, but will be. Alright, so now we have our surface area prepared. Let's have a play with some ribbon and have a look and see what we can do. I think we could make that work. We could also just do straight across as well, which would look equally as fun. Maybe we could do a little bit of both. Do one diagonal and one straight across. I'm going to just score this backing. Okay, take that off. This nice wide one will be our feature. We'll pop that in the center. We might go something like that. Pop that. I don't want them butting up super close because we are going to stitch them down. could just do that. So this is where we get to be, so we can peel that off. We can get to be, you know, a little bit creative with how we want it to be. Maybe let me look at how that is going to be. Liking the look of that. Okay, so I might then pop a little bit more of that one back up there. Just so really easy to just reposition these. So cut these off first. So I'm going to cut them right at the edge here, and by having that instant applique underneath, it's going to stop the ribbons from fraying or doing anything like that, which is really good. I'm thinking too, as I like to do and plan these things as we're going along, I think we might do the pocket in this same way. Cut this away. Kind of like having that the green either side there. It just kind of really frames those ones. And I think that's going to work really well, and happy with that. So if we create, look at where we'll be putting our pocket on the top. I like to decorate my pockets. I think they look kind of fun when you've got a pocket that matches. So if we're going like that, so I'm really just going by eye where I would be stitching my pocket, and take our ribbon. Oops, don't want it to move. And I think this is probably the easiest way, so that we can stick it down like that, and then we'll be able to know where to match up with our pocket. Okay. Alright, so our pocket is going to sit on there nicely, so we'll get that. And I'm thinking just to be super fun and interesting, let's have a look and see what it'd be like if we just do some straight across. There, that's it. Okay, I'll cut these off, and then we can get started on our stitching. Okay, so I'm going to get the sewing machine ready, and then we'll come back and we'll stitch away. Okay, so I've got my machine all set up now and ready to go, and I've decided I'm going to use this gorgeous glow-in-the-dark thread. It's called Ahrora, and it comes in some really gorgeous colours. I've threaded my machine with this pink one, so I'm going to have a start off with that one and see what it looks like, but kind of thinking I might use a combo of colours. Might pop some green on this pink area. I'm going to try the pink on the green and just have a look and see what it looks like. So hey, fingers crossed. So let's get started. I'm using a decorative stitch because I really want the thread to stand out as well and make the thread a highlight, as well as really making the ribbon pop. So we'll get started. we can see, looking good so far. So I think I might do some more of that stitch over these green ones, and before I move on and try a different color. The decorative stitch that I'm using goes over the two sides, or the two pieces of the ribbon actually. So I'm just keeping my needle down the center, and it's doing that really nice edge on both sides of the ribbon. So we'll just keep on stitching here. I guess you could change up your stitches as well, but I'm going to stick with this one because I really like the effect that it's giving. I should point out too that I have an open toe foot on my machine here. I like to use an open toe because you actually get to see what you're going to be stitching. So if you're going to do this, I would have a go at or getting yourself an open toe foot and using that. So I'm just going to stitch across the top here. I think I might change and do a little blanket stitch along here, just because I don't want to be going over to the edge too much, and then we'll come back and change colours. So we're looking good so far. Next thing to do is I'll change colours again. Oh, actually before I do that, maybe I should do these ones first, and then we'll change colours and come back and do some more. Alright, so we've got everything all stitched down now, and it's looking really good, except I can't decide which side I like better, the diagonals or the straight. But anyway, it's looking good. I think the next thing to do is we'll just neaten up the edges a little bit, and then we will go around the whole purse with a blanket stitch on all the way around, like what I've done here. So you can see it's just a tiny little bit of blanket stitch. So we'll do that all the way around just to neaten off those edges, and then we'll be able to stitch our pocket on and stitch it together. But I did just want to show you this, the inside. It's kind of like we've got really pretty patterns, and the thread that I have used in the bobbin all the way through is Deco Bob, and it has worked beautifully with these ribbons. So I'm going to trim away a little bit, and then we'll go back to the machine and yeah, do that little bit of blanket stitch. So you can see the instant applique underneath has worked brilliantly. It holds it all there nicely and does stop any kind of little fraying things going on. We've got a tiny bit here, but there's nothing major. So that's all nice and neat. Alright, so I've got my machine here, and I've got the blanket stitch set up again. Now, as I did earlier, just that little narrow blanket stitch on the top there, I'm just going to do the same one, and we'll go all the way around the outside edge. So I have got it set at 2.5 by 2.5. So we'll just get this happening. We're just going right on the very edge. And just slowly around the corners. I might do the side down the zipper first, and then we'll go around the corners and come back and finish here at this point. So we're just going on top of the zipper itself. And we've talked about pivoting, so we'll just pivot here really and just keep on going. Don't want to go too fast, just actually want to make sure that we catch all those edges. There we have our main zipper purse done. Just need to repeat that same process then for the pocket, and then we will stitch it on. But it's looking amazing, absolutely amazing. So okay, done. Now for the next fun part is to stitch our pocket on, and I think it's going to line up pretty well. Look at that. It's like we planned it. I'm going to stick with doing the green Ahrora glow in the dark, and we'll just do a regular stitch around, just to stitch that down, and then we're just going to sew our body parts together. So close, so close. It's coming together really well. So as I said, just a regular straight stitch we're going to do now. You could do the triple stitch, but I think we'll just do the regular one, just a straight stitch. I'm just going to hold that there because I can really see where it needs to go. Just reverse. And I'm just stitching through at the other end of where the blanket stitch goes in. Slowly around the corners. Pop my needle down. Okay. So for our actual finishing, really simple. All we need to do is we're just tucking in the ends of the zipper tape, tucking that in like so, and if you need to you can pop a little pin in there to hold it, or a clip. We have the pins in our kits, so I'm just popping that on the inside there. See, it just sits together nicely. Yeah, I'm not going to do a very wide stitch, just going to stick with the narrow one so that we're making the most of the ribbon. So start here and just back stitch again because we want to make sure that we've got that tape in, and keeping the sides even. Okay, there we go. Isn't that easy? That's our little zipper purse all finished. Let's trim up that end. And so easy to put together. So there we are, one little zipper purse with a pocket. Yay! I love it. So very happy with how this has come together. It looks super cute. You can decide which way you want to say is the front or the back, but that's actually come together really well. I love how we can have the pocket on the top matching like that. I'm thinking that I would probably have enough of the ribbon to do another whole little purse as well. And another thought that I had was, you know, potentially making a little wrist strap out of one of these narrow ones. I think you can just pop that through the zipper pull and we can create a little wrist strap as well. So it does come in another colorway, which is really gorgeous too. Loved using the Ahrora thread, the glow in the dark, so I think I need to pop this out into some sunshine now and get it glowing, and the deco bob and the bobbin, so they all worked super well. But a little zipper purse is such a fun little project to do. You can see the construction is super easy because we've already put the zipper in, so we like to say, you know, all you have to do is just those little side seams. I thought I'd just show you some other things that I have done with our zipper purse, and this is some machine embroidery. I did stitch some fabrics down first, and machine embroidery over the top. This one with some stenciling and then some applique, and I created a little tassel out of some thread. So, you know, lots of little fun things that you can do with them. You can do as much detail or as little as you like. This one I've created a fabric wrist strap, and there's my little pocket, so I've popped a little bit of applique underneath. Again, some stenciling, but a bit of fun with some pom-poms stitched in the seam. So lots of things that you can do with our little zipper purse. So if you want to see some more inspiration ideas, you can have a look at Aster Anne on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. You can also check out the website asteranne.com.au, and yes, check them out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'd love to see you again, and thanks so much for watching.